I would, please. Hello again. It's Madam. And I've braved the mosquitoes and I've come outside because, frankly, I like it out here and it's nice on my porch and, at the river back there. Kind of dark though, because, it's the dark moon. I think it's like the third day. So we're heading into the waxing moon and, that's nice. And it's a good thing for your, now's a great time for manifesting. And oh crap, I gotta go light my manifestation candle. So after I'm out of here and done, talking to you guys, then I'm gonna go do that. So anyway, today I think is an appropriate day to talk about relationships because let's face it, everybody, if you're not in a relationship, you think you want one. When you're in a relationship, you're like, oh my God, what the hell was I thinking? So at least that's the way it is for me. And it's really tough to find somebody that you're really compatible with. And I think too, another thing, people tend to jump into relationships. They get in too fast and they want to make more of it, than it is. And really you're just projecting what you want, onto this person. And it's really not fair. So, oh hi Winnie. How you doing? I love your name, Winnie Fizzard. Oh my God, that is the best name ever. That's so great. So, so hi Winnie. Thanks for joining me. Anyway, we're talking about relationships, and I'm kind of I consider myself polyamorous now because I'm not really in a monogamous relationship, but I kind of have relationships with a few good men, and uh, and they're wonderful, really. And I have my subs and stuff, so they're interesting as well. But I just I played with my friend Sam today. He's a fun guy, and he is real fun. And so anyway, it was really nice, and I enjoy that. And but it's like sometimes you question yourself, like, do I want more? Or is this something that I'm going to pursue? Are we just having fun? I didn't. I was not able to have what I would consider casual relationships at one point, uh, but now I think it's not that big of a deal for me, and I actually kind of enjoy that. And oh, go Cubs! And so, so anyway, yeah, it's been an interesting time in my life, and I don't look at relationships the same as I used to. I think that love is something that you have to have an open hand with, and if you hold them too tightly, then they just want to squirm away. Honestly, if you hold them with an open hand and you let them fly out and then leave your hand open, they can fly back in. And it's not like breezing in and out of your life, but you still have to like allow people, and especially when you're first dating and getting to know each other, you have to allow them the freedom to be themselves, because that's really what you liked about them, was that they were themselves, and they had things in their life that meant something, and they had activities that they enjoyed, and you thought to yourself, well gee, maybe I might enjoy doing that with them, things like that. But you have to be sure that you work on yourself first, because you are the one that is gonna screw up the relationship if you haven't worked on yourself, if you're not happy inside, if you're looking at them to make you happy, and because that doesn't happen. It's like it's not their job, a first off. And another thing is too, I mean, that's a lot of responsibility and kind of a crutch for the one that's looking for happiness outside of themselves. They have to look inside first. And if you can say that you're happy in the life that you have, whether it be by yourself or with pets or family or whatever, and not in a relationship, then you are ready for a relationship. And I think then, you should go for it. So, anyway, I would love if somebody would ask me questions about relationship, issues, or I will do a relationship reading. So, if somebody would like to know something about their current relationship, I could do a reading for that. So anyway, that's where I'm kind of at, and I'm gonna get on and I'm gonna share the show because the more you share, the more you care. So everybody share and care, and then we will. We'll get relationships off the ground again, and it's been tough, really. I'm sure for a lot of people because COVID had us all not going out, not meeting people. Maybe you meet people on the internet, but let's face it, ladies, a lot of these guys are sketchy as hell, and you just don't want to go there. It's kind of scary, really. And so, that's why I have mace, taser, pistol, knives, multiple. So I'm not just this little wilting lily, that needs help. I think I got it. So anyway, I was trying to. It's hard to multitask, and I did want to share the show though, and I'm hoping that people will share as we go here, and. Well, howdy doody. Sounded like an old jalopy. That was fun. Um, well, maybe I don't know. Probably the guy driving didn't think it was super fun. So anyway, I'm going to share my show out there with the world. Come chat about relationships with Madam. And doing oh wait doing tarot reading for relationships. So it's first come first serve. Share now. Alrighty. So if somebody is interested in having a reading and uh, asking the universe about whether or not they should continue or maybe not in this relationship. So but yeah, I think that it's hard to meet people, and it's hard to meet nice people. We were just talking today about how it's tough to meet like real people that aren't trying to scam you, trying to somehow take advantage of you. And gosh, it's sad because it could mean the end of the species. I don't know. I said I want to hear the music dun 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 in the background because it's like it could you know potentially be the end of the species if we don't learn how to communicate a little bit. Although a lack of communication might be just the thing that will continue the species. Oh dear. Well, anyway, let me shuffle up these cards because I'm pretty sure somebody will pop in on that. So we'll see. Maybe I should share it a little bit more. And if anybody out there is listening, share the story. Oh, you can see boat, boat, boat out on the river. See him going by. So that's fun. That's always fun. Uh, I do enjoy the river life, and it's great. And Sam set a fan out here for me, so the bugs aren't getting me. I'm digging it. So anyway, let's go to let's see. If I wanted to share it, I would have to like share it Messenger, something like that. Because I'm betting there's a couple of Messenger people out there that would come and see the show. And hey, if you guys know anything about this whole business with the ding dang countdown, the countdown, did somebody like copyright that thing? And if so, why would you ever use it? It's not that great. I'm working on my show opening as we speak. Well, maybe not right this minute, but I'm getting there. And I'm going to have a new show opening soon. Let's see. I'm going to share that post, and I'm going to share it. How about if I share it? Oh, to my story. Um, come chat with Madam. Come chat with Madam now. Madam. Okay. How about I say live now? Live now. Come and get it. All right. Come chat with Madam live now. Let's do that. And well, it's covering my face, but let's do that. Okay. Share. Okay. And so that was a big share to my story. I think a lot of people check out my story. I've actually had 900 views on one story at one time. I frequently will get several hundred. And so it's just kind of fun that knowing that people actually look at this stuff, that's the fun part. Because, you do it and you hope that people will enjoy it. And but you never know if they will. And so yeah, it's nice to know people are actually watching. So anyway, I have my cards. Well, almost. I'm getting them. And okay, there we go. Got cards and my phone. I think I'm done sharing. I think. And hey, there's people coming, so yeah, we're good. And so, anyways, then let's see who's in the room. And let's see. Things Network. Oh, Madam Mayhem. What? So, well, anyway, it's all good. Any relationship questions, please come into the chat and send it. And if I don't answer you, it's because I didn't see your chat. I don't know if it on StreamYard, if you see everybody, I don't know. So if if you're not getting my attention, you can try a different station, like either Things or Skeleton Key, or go to my YouTube. I'm pretty sure my YouTube comments come on, and Winnie came on from Facebook, so I know on Facebook they're coming, so that'd be Things or Skeleton Key. So anyway, it's a lovely Monday evening in Davenport, Iowa, as per usual, and had a fun day out in the yard. I dug up a huge rock. I thought maybe it was an artifact, but no, it was just a huge rock. But it was exercise, and my arms feel quite a bit weaker and rubbery afterward. No, I'm kidding. It was good exercise, and I'm glad to do stuff like that. So yeah, I worked on projects, and I went from one end of the house cleared out to the other end of the yard, and I worked on something the whole way. Stop, work on that thing. Well, that's not working out right. So then I'd go. I grab another tool or whatever I had to do. Then I'd pop by the next project. Well, I got to have this or that for do that. That's the thing about doing stuff. You get, the amount of stuff that you need to get the job done is crazy sometimes. And it's like back and forth between the garage and house. And yeah, it's sometimes kind of a pain. Um, oh, crap, everybody left. Oh, well. No takers on the reading, huh? I'm surprised. And I'm actually, not to toot my own horn, but I am kind of getting good at it. I do enjoy it though. It's fun, and just learning a new skill is really great. And that's another thing too. Like if you're like thinking, I'm really I would like to find someone and fall in love or have love or whatever. Um, then you kind of have to just be you and learn a new skill or something. Maybe you'll meet somebody there at the skate park or at the bingo hall. I don't know, wherever it is that you're doing what you enjoy, and you never know. Maybe somebody will see you there, and that's the thing too. When you're happy inside and you're okay with what you're doing, whether or not you're in a relationship or not, people pick up on that, and it's like you kind of glow from the inside. You have a certain aura about you that says I'm fairly well together and happy on my own. So that means that instead of looking to you to make my world, I'm going to add to your world. So I think that I think that's a good thing, and you have to definitely um, have yourself together. I think that's the biggest relationship advice I could give anybody. Have yourself together before you take on the challenge of trying to be with another person. It's not easy, and it sometimes is makes you ask the question, is it even worth it? um, that's something that everyone has to answer though for themselves, and you just don't know. You can never know. You can never know for certain if it's going to be this end all be all, relationship. But I think people too, they put a lot of unreasonable expectations on even like first dates. I always thought if I meet someone who is nice and decent and a decent conversationalist, and dinner doesn't suck, then hey, that's great. I'm totally in with that. So my expectations were a bit low, and I took looks out of the equation. I didn't say yes to dinner or date or whatever based on looks, because you could meet the nicest person and they just don't come in the package you thought they would, and you have to be open to that. That maybe the person that you will find that kindred ship to isn't what you thought they don't look the way you thought they would, or the way maybe you hoped they would. But it's not about looks. It's about who you are, inside, and um, who you plan to be in the future. And this person that you're looking at, do they have goals? Because goals are important. I think everybody needs them. You have to, you know, have something that drives you in your life to, wake up and get out of bed the next day. Something anymore. It has to be financially driven, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. And it is what it is. In today's modern world, we're all about money. So I'm not asking for donations. I just want somebody to come and I'll give you a reading. All right. So anyway, I'm going to put my cards down right now, and I'm going to split them in 3 piles. 1, 2, 3. And I'll pick them up when somebody comes in for a reading. I will pick those babies up. Let's see now. I really do need something to drink. These are the handiest bottles ever. Damn port tap water. I love it. It's the greatest ever. Um, I live right by the water treatment plant too, so yeah, it's just down the street. Well, um, oh, my internet connection was restored. Yay! Because that would have probably not been great to lose my internet connection at this point in time. I wouldn't have probably done real well with that. Let's see. I'm going to go to the chats and I'm going to start sending this out to a couple of people and see if we can't get some takers on the card reading. Oh, I know one of these guys will take me up on it. Oh, you never know. So anyway, just giving a little shout out here, sent to a couple people. I think I got like, oh, I don't know, 3,000 friends or something. It's interesting. People will say, oh, so you know so and so. And I'll say, well, no. No, I don't. But, you know, I, I guess I'm their friend. So, anyhow, it's interesting to meet people of all types. um, and so I've been, kind of reaching out to people and seeing if, I can just meet people. It's the name of the game, I think. Networking, connecting. We used to call it nexus. It's a connection, between people. And I think that's important. I think that's what we're here for, is that connection with others. And I really think that it's important. I think we're all kind of interconnected. We may even go back to, like a collective when we die, we may be joined back into the collective. And, after we've had our little romp about the earth, you know, and because it's interesting here. It's been a good trip. And so anyway, I think that's good. And hopefully everybody else that, didn't get the shout out will hear it from someone else. So anyone who would like to have a reading, um, a relationship reading, or just, a short reading, I can do that. I hope I can. Well, yeah, I do have enough light. I think I can make it work. I'm terribly terribly blind anymore. Um, I just don't see very well. Well, hey Meredith Hoggard, would you like to have a reading? I'm just grabbing my glasses. If I got, I hope I got some in my purse. I may not. I don't know. Uh, would you care for a reading? Sure. Okay. Do you want the relationship reading or do you just want a regular one? I may not have glasses. May have to wing it. I don't know. He sounds pretty rattly. Sure. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just do the regular. How's that? Okay. I don't know if that's better or not. Yeah, maybe a little. They're kind of dirty, though. It would give me just a second. I do have toilet paper. Ah, and Windex. But no, I'll just do this real quick. So how's work? Do you want to come in? You want to come on to the podcast, Miriam? You can do it from your phone. I'll send you the invite. How's that? And then let's see. I will do that, and then if I go here, then I can go. Oh, there's a bug on my screen. Um, Oh no. Okay. Okay. Shut it down. Oh crap. Really? Okay. Well, not doing it that way. I copied it to clipboard messenger. I don't know if it'll go this way either. Anyhow, yay. Um, oh, it's probably going to want me to log in. Oh, nope. Here we go. Two. Right there. And there we go. And send. Send. Go. All right. There we go. So I've invited Meredith. Oh, well, you can just do audio as well if you'd just like to be an audio guest. You can do that as well. So I can, I think I can figure it out anyway. So a little too crazy. Okay, well, look at me. And so I'm going to pick up the cards in no particular order. It's for the Mermo. I'm going to pick them up like this, and that. Okay, got it. Just yeah, a message. It should have a link. You should be able to click it and go backstage. It sends the link as part of the message. It should. So, but okay, alrighty. And then so what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do the regular, and I'm going to do past, present, future. Okay, so got the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and okay, and King of Swords for the future. Okay. Ooh, getting itchy ankles. The dang bugs are getting me. Let's see. 9, 6. Let's see. Okay. So anyway, here we go. I shaved Sugar. She shaved. Oh, hey, Mirror. Here we go. No, wait. Unmute mic. Okay. No, I'm not doing that. I'll do this. So, well, there you are. You're in the stream. Hey, rock on. So you got the Knight of Wands as your past card. So, oh, and by the way, everyone, this is my daughter, my lovely daughter.
Hello.
And let's see, Knight of Wands is back here. So, oh no, I think I got it. Thank you, tarot cards. So here's the Knight. Here we go. So the Knight of Wands in your past, he is right side up, would indicate that you, well, see, you considered the green light to begin. So that, that means, like, I think you're schooling. If you've been feeling blocked or stagnant, this energy comes to reignite your spark of passion. But intuitive urges, says pay attention to them. So if you feel like you really need to do something, just do it. It's your intuition telling you that, it's something that needs to be done. A charming, passionate partner might be very active in pursuing you. Well, no, this was probably Ian, because it's your past. So then let's see, business picking up quickly, which you had a new job and stuff. So how's that going? Good?
It's pretty good. I don't know.
Good?
It's just okay.
Yeah, it's a job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so let's see, you're busily enjoying movement and action on your goals, possibly moving house. So you did that, just not too long ago.
Yeah.
So that'd be like recent past, And so then let's see, Seven of Pentacles. is reversed, and that says that, wait, that's 4. Oh, there it is. Yep. And he's, so right now, uh, have you been working towards your goals with enough conviction? Okay. Um, you're getting frustrated and impatient. This reversal can also reveal that procrastination is the main reason why you haven't seen the results you've been hoping for. Overcoming internal resistance by reviewing and revising your action plan. Perhaps your goal just needs a little adjustment to get back on track. Does that sound? Oh, Toasty. Oh, hi, Toasty. Aw, she's so cute.
It's not.
Yeah, that's my grand kitty. My little grand kitty. She is precious too, isn't she? She's her big eyes, you know. She's so cute. God dang. Hey, Al. I'm dragging Meredith into my BS. Yes, I am, Alfred. I surely am. She's my kid. Why not? So, yeah. Well, and I see I successfully drug you into Al. Yeah, he does. She does look like Hooter a lot. Yeah, Meredith probably remembers Hooter. She was pretty little.
It also does tricks like Hooter too. I taught her how to
Yeah.
spin, how to give a kiss and a high five. So.
Oh, yeah. I saw that video. That was awfully cute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. King of Swords upside down. Let's see. That would be, that's Queen. Let's see. Reversed. King of Swords can indicate an overblown sense of intellectual superiority or acting in judgmental ways. That doesn't describe you. um, so like, you know, just because you're a mental giant doesn't mean that you should, you know, treat others as though they're your slaves or subs, unless they are your slaves or subs.
That's what I've been trying to work on.
Yeah.
I like to, just because I think that I'm better than somebody, not treat them how I should. So that's definitely something that I've been trying to work on.
Well, good. I'm glad because really, you know, I think under God we're all the same. You know, we really are, and some of us struggle more, you know, with things than others. And I didn't teach you that. Oh, he's home. Oh, Al's home drunk. Well, there you go. At least he's home and not out, you know, terrorizing the public. So, but yeah, and I, you know, I think we're all the same underneath, and everybody has struggles. And I think, you know, we have to just help our fellow man as much as possible without enabling.
Yeah.
I'm trying to draw the line there. So, but yeah, and then it says you might be fighting against controlling behavior, use yours or someone else's, which works directly against the flow of your intuition and divine timing. Let go of the need to control the details and actions of others to rebalance this energy. And that's really good advice, honestly, because you can't control other people. All you can do is control what you do. And I'm such a believer in I don't react to people. I act upon a situation because a lot of times people just want you to get excited or react to them, or you know they'll poke at you just to get a reaction, and when they don't, it's deflating for them. And so I just don't give them the satisfaction. And you know, I'll go away, I'll think about it, and then if I feel like I need to make some comment or you know react in some way later, I will. But yeah, I don't immediately act upon things anymore. Anymore. I used to be a fly off the handle person. Well, you remember.
Yeah, definitely do.
Yeah, yeah. I could. Only a narcissist would try to control you. Well, yeah, I guess so. But I think you know a lot of times uh, women try to control the relationship. You know, in many different ways, and it's just you can't control that other person. You can coax, you can cajole, you can, you know, hope that they will do what, you know, you feel is right. and you can let them know what you think is right, and just hope for the best. And don't tolerate less, though. I mean, if they are stepping all over your boundaries and not respecting you, and your self-worth is starting to slip, then you really have to ask yourself, is this worth it? And it's not. It's nothing is worth losing your self-worth over. And it's not worth nothing is worth giving up your happiness to try and feed someone else's happiness.
Exactly.
So, and really, they should be happy in here. And you just look so beautiful, Meredith.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I love your hair. It's looking
Thanks.
really good. So nice. Yeah, it's looking great. And so I'm glad to see that you're looking good, and you seem to be feeling good.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and oh, did you wish your father a happy birthday
I did.
day before yesterday? Good. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah, he's old. Oh, that's funny. So, anyway, well, you're beautiful, Mare, and I love you. And is there anything else that you'd like to share with my podcast audience?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of advice on anything. I'm still kind of trying to learn things myself, but
Do you need any advice as far as relationships go? I mean, is there anything that you would like to, maybe ask about, or
I don't think so.
no?
I've been trying to do some personal growing in my relationship. I kind of realized that I was acting a little bit immature sometimes, so I've been working on, realizing that my feelings are my own and I don't need to take them out on others or,
Yes.
make people feel bad. So that's
Yes.
trying to work.
Yes. And it's tough. That's tough. And when you're young, things seem, I don't know, so much more important. I remember taking a vacation with your dad. We went to Colorado, and we discussed how he never wanted to have children, ever, not ever. And so, rather than just humor me and say, oh, maybe someday we'll have a child, and just leave it at that. No, he was adamantly opposed to it. And this was like 10 years before we had you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought to myself, I kind of ruined what could have been a good vacation over something that was completely in my own imagination, because that's what the future is. The future is your imagination. It hasn't happened yet, It's a figment of your imagination.
Yeah.
And you can make it whatever you want, honestly. But I fought with him over something that didn't even matter, and ruined what could have been probably a better vacation, So if I can say anything to you, it's live in the moment. If it's something that's, a future issue, just let it ride. The future will take care of itself.
Mm-hmm.
And just be happy at this moment in your life. That's really all we have is moment to moment.
That's what I'm trying to do. So
yeah, good. That's awesome. And I'm so glad that you were able to tune in. So yeah, that's great. I enjoy doing a reading for you. So
I enjoy.
All right. Well, I hope that was a good takeaway for you.
Yes, it definitely was.
All right. I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. All righty then. So then did a reading for Mirmo. Same, and oh yeah, here we'll put that up from Al. Says Meredith, same age as his baby girl, and have met her like when y'all were babies. Yeah. Yep. And Andy and Hunter's, and Andy and Wendy's boy is the same day. Their birthdays are the same day. Wendy and I were pregnant at the same time. We had our baby showers at the same time, Yeah, and then we ended up having babies on the same day. It was a trip because we'd had been friends with them for years. They, we're close friends for years. And Al, I was just thinking about you the other day, and that you guys went and saw YouTube. You and what was her name? Jean. Jean and you and Ken all went to see U2. I didn't get to go because I didn't have a ticket. I couldn't afford it. So yeah, but guess who has the T-shirt? So yeah, I still have it, and I'm keeping it. So anyway, Al, would you like a reading? Are you seeing someone? Would you like some relationship advice? Oh gosh. So and well, thank you, Andrew. I'm not I'm not ignoring. Yes, you. Thank you very much, and you're beautiful too. you're you're a good fella. All right. So anyway, here. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, I know. That was fun, wasn't it? And actually, Jean was a little bit of a cougar, if I remember correctly. So at this point in our lives, we probably have something in common, you know? Yeah, fun. Well, it just seems like men who are in their 30s, um, single and loving it. Okay, well, let's just do we'll just do a 3-card regular reading for you, Al, and see what comes up here. See if it's anything that can be useful for you. So we're gonna just ask the universe to give us some useful information for Alpinio. Oh, I hope I got it. I hate mosquitoes. They suck. Really, really they do. So anyway, I am going to do a bit more paranormal investigating. But what I need to do really is just go back and look at my video cam and see if I see anything, that looks of interest. Because I'm camming all the time. I might as well go back and look at it, and see if there's any ghosts or anything on it. So she was 36 and you were 24. So yeah, she was like 12 years older. So yeah, I don't know, cougar. I mean, I think you got to be over 40 to be a cougar, maybe even over 50, So, but yeah, I tell you what, my 50s have been my best decade yet, and they're still getting better, really. So yeah, my 50s have been just astounding. It's amazing, I highly recommend them for everyone, spooky stuff happened when lived with you. Yeah, I think there is definitely ghosts around the place, and why not investigate in my own backyard, literally? So I'm gonna try and see if I can pick up anything, maybe get ghost box so I can try and listen for stuff, and and I thought I would meditate out in the garage, and just kind of just lay on the floor and commune and see if I can, catch anything. I always hear voices out there, but it's like uh, regulars 30. Yeah. Well, that's about like my regulars are 30-ish, So it just seems like they have the stamina to keep up. That's all I can say. Oh yeah, the upstairs. Yes, and somebody else said something about the upstairs too. Maybe I should just go lay on the floor up there. And I do have to light my dark moon candle too. It's manifestation time. Everybody manifest all the things in your life that you want right now. And then the Lionsgate portal is going to be open on August the 8th. And so that will be like a day to really focus your energy on making the things happen that you want to happen. So, and don't forget to write things down, say it, tell the universe, speak it out loud, and things can happen for you. Anything you want. Your life is yours to make it. Make it what you want. So let's see. Judgment. Ooh, upside down too. That's. I wonder what that's. This is in the past though. This is your past, Al. Did you have some legal issues in the past? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking is maybe some legal issues that didn't exactly go in your favor. I don't know. Ooh, something whooshed by Meredith's door upstairs in my house here, and she said it looked like a person, kind of, but she, couldn't see them. They went so fast. So, and I've heard from others it's like a child, that it's like a little child up there, but I'm not sure 100%. So, because I haven't actually contacted the spirit, but Oh yeah, okay. Well, then that's what your past is showing me right now. That card, the Judgment card, upside down. That was from that legal issue that you had there. So, but you're past that now. Let's see. And okay, here we go. Let's see. It suggests important lessons. Perhaps you have been judging yourself harshly or clinging to the past. This card in reverse can also signify that you are ignoring a higher calling, or uh, don't be afraid to embrace growth and change. But that's your past, and so then the sun reversed is basically the same as it is right side up. It is let's see. Sometimes it can be difficult to recognize that things are changing when shifts don't happen overnight, but the reversed sun can can ask you to take oh dear, second look at your circumstances and celebrate the small wins. They add up over time if you're attuned to them. Beware of being pessimistic because things are improving. So don't be pessimistic. Just keep on track and things are going to go okay. And let's see. The last one is Pentacles, and it's the page. So it's this one. Nope, this one. And it is reversed. So it is, procrastination. Are you procrastinating, Al? Is there something that you need to do that you're not doing? Because you probably want to get on that. And glasses. Here we go. This will help a bit. Nope, neighbor light went on. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. So, here we go. It says the reversal. Let's see. Reversal may also suggest frustration around a lack of progress in reaching your goal or a desire to jump ahead to the finish line. If you're pouring your energy into a project or effort that isn't turning out as you'd hope, it may be time to look elsewhere. So it may be time to, if things are not progressing with something that you're working on, maybe just kind of, see if you can do something else. So there you go. I don't know how much that hit home for you, but yeah, you got all three of your cards were reversed. That doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It just is, kind of like an opposite meaning of what it would, normally mean. So there you go, Al. I probably would have time for one more if anyone's interested. I would still have time to do one more reading. But otherwise, if we don't get any takers in just a few minutes, I'll probably sign off for the night. And I hope that I have been able to, maybe impart some information to you guys that, a relationship one. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess so. I can do that. Let me see what my spread is here. Oh God, nope, bug. Ew. I got him. And then let's see. Decision. Attraction. Okay, here we go. Your existing relationship. Okay, so then this is for the Marimo. And I have to put my glasses back on. Never see anything in the negative. That's good, Al. You really have to stay positive because if you don't stay positive, you're like a self fulfilling prophecy. And if you say to yourself, this relationship's going to end just like all the rest of them ended, and I'm never going to find love, and they're just always going to be, you know, non compatible with me, and they're going to be, you know, liars and cheats and, you know, and sluts. I don't know. Anyway, it's like a self fulfilling prophecy. And so you have to be somewhat optimistic. And I'm not saying, you know, oh my God, that's my soulmate, you know. I'm saying just be optimistic, you know, when you meet people that, you know, well, this could be a great friendship or maybe a great, you know, um, conversation. uh, I don't know. I try not to have like super high expectations because it just ends in disappointment usually. And it's kind of, you know, hard for people to actually live up to some of that stuff. I'm not your soulmate on the first date. Come on. Alrighty. So I think they're sufficiently, and I'm going to just cut them just like that. So then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Okay. So the one is, let's see, one is your energy in the relationship. And that is the 5, 6, 8 of cups is your energy in the relationship. So that would be, um, yeah, this one. Gentle reminder that, oh, no, I don't really want to say this, but let's see. Perhaps you fear change, but now is the time to not. But now is the time to walk away. There's something better for you, so trust in the unknown. This is your energy. So if you're thinking maybe this isn't going the way I wanted it to, then hang on. But that's your energy in the relationship. Now, this one, the Page of Cups, is them. This is so the Page of Cups is your partner's energy, and that is let's see, Page of nope, Cups. It is. Sorry, nope, that was back here. 6, 7, 10. Here we go. It would be um unable to fully express yourself. You may be taking life too seriously and not making time for joy, play, or being present in the moment. This card can also serve as a gentle confrontation that asks you to be more sensitive to others' feelings. Have you shown carelessness or immaturity recently, or realized that you're taking things too personally? That would be your partner's energy. Now, the bridge is justice. Okay. The bridge is justice, and that is back here. And that is judgment. So the bridge is justice. Okay. No. Okay. So that would mean that this the message of this card is that which has been unstable is rebalanced. She's seated between two pillars. Her red robe symbolizes being grounded in the material world. Yellow crown background. Okay, so use logic and remain objective. So this is, and that's great. That is great advice for any relationship. Remain objective and look at the situation for what it really is, and don't put a lot of feelings in it that are not really going to be serving you. So then have faith that imbalanced situations are now working out in your favor. Let's see. Disputes and disagreements are moving inevitably toward resolution. Look forward to restoring balance within a relationship, standing up for your needs, or being willing to hear the other person's side and reach a mutually beneficial compromise. So this is your bridge. You're, remaining objective, talking it over, forming these bridges, between one another with communication, good communication, and fair and equitable agreements between the two of you. So then let's see, the other one is so 3 is the bridge, 4 is the highest potential, the strongest aspect of the relationship, or an area that needs to be nurtured. And that would be the hermit. I'm not sure what that means in this instance, but we're gonna. Oh, that's this one. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Whoop. So the highest potential in the relationship, and it needs to be nurtured, is the fact that people fear being alone, or refusal to look within yourself. So it indicates a fear of being alone or refusal to look within yourself. It may also mean you've been in isolation for too long, and it's time to reach out for support and connection. Use your intuition to guide you toward the meaning that resonates. So it could just be that that you guys, the highest potential is that you don't want to be alone, and so it's worth working on because you don't want to be alone. So then let's see. Wheel of Fortune is the last one, and it says is the lowest potential, or the weak spot in your relationship. So that would be, and it's right side up. A completion of a cycle in your love life. Alternately, you may be entering a new phase of a relationship that has existed for some time already. The wheel shows your luck may be changing in romance and the possibility of wonderful new experiences after a time of sadness. So then I would say, just hang in there, try and talk to one another, and honestly, don't put a lot of emotion in it when you're talking to them to try and negotiate things. Be more objective. It may, sting, and you may want to say those words, but don't take the toothpaste words out of the tube. Keep them in there, because once you take them out, they're out. You can't put them back in. And so you really don't want to let them out in the first place if you really want to work with this person, because you can inflict so much hurt on somebody that they're just going to shut you out, and that's it. You're done. And so I would say pretty accurate. Definitely a few things in there that I'm trying to work on. Good. I'm glad, Bear. And that's all you can do. Try and, just be true to who you are. Smart mouth. Oh, dear. Well, I would have never thought that. Oh, not my kid. Oh, my God. Well, anyway, just keep working on it and do you. And just remember to be kind. Be kind to one another. And I would say that to everyone out there. Be kind to each other. Be giving as much as you can. Don't let people take advantage, but, just be a gentle, caring soul that actually does give a shit, and it's hard some days. Not even gonna lie. Some days it's hard. But I just keep trying because it's all we have at the end of the day. We're just trying to be a little bit better people every day. And so with that being said, I would wish all of you love and comfort and joy and peace in your lives and in your love lives. And I would say to you, blessed be, and have an incredible night. Good night, everybody.